Hi guys, today is the 21st of February 2019 at 12:07 in the afternoon here in the UK, and while Stromboli and Mount Etna are continuing to erupt, Pope Francis is convening this summit on child sexual abuse, the first time ever, quite significant, spoke about it yesterday, and looking out for a potential event involving the currently erupting volcanoes, Stromboli and Mount Etna, potentially causing landslide tsunamis which could affect many of the countries in the Mediterranean. But this interpretation, we're looking at Italy and Rome and the Vatican. So while that's going on, Russia says it may be forced to aim weapons at Washington, not just Washington, but centers of decision making in the West. So that could be a number of different in other countries. Places like London and Washington are obvious target points, but there's other command centers that will be used in the event of war, which Russia most likely has knowledge about and would be aiming missiles at those locations to try and disrupt the chain of command. And obviously they've just released a video about their Poseidon nuclear drone. That's the weapon that can cause nuclear tsunamis along any coastline it chooses to do so. So keep an eye on all of that. And then we have Iran announcing another Navy drill in the Strait of Hormuz. So yesterday in the video I talked about the potential for an earthquake tsunami in the Indian Ocean, which would affect all the countries in that region, Australia, New Zealand. We've got indications of India and Pakistan, Somalia and Iran in there. And one of the things I talked about in yesterday's video was Osama bin Laden coming out on the Strait of Hormuz. Well, Osama bin Laden representing Iran and Pakistan coming out on the Strait of Hormuz, blocking the Strait of Hormuz, and having this wave washing motion, which indicates a tsunami. Now, if all of these events were to happen, all the pieces are in the right place. So you've got the Vatican full of senior leaders that would, incorporate the destruction of the church. The potential for a volcanic tsunami is there with Mount Etna and Stromboli currently erupting, and the potential for Iran actually blocking the Strait of Hormuz during a tsunami, if that was to occur sometime, next 3 or 4 days, then they are going to be on the Strait of Hormuz anyway. So it could be that they just take advantage of the opportunity. It's a 3-day maneuver starting from tomorrow, starting from Friday. Starting from Friday, so starting from tomorrow. 3-day maneuver, that will take it to the 25th. The Vatican meeting, the Child Sexual Abuse Summit, starts today and runs for 4 days, so that will be ending on the 25th. And I just feel like it's like a Venn diagram, so we have cross sections, and in the middle somewhere there's a date where all these things are going to be happening. Child Sexual Abuse Summit, Iran on the Strait of Hormuz, Russia with its Poseidon submarine, and then we have the volcanoes, and all of it could just happen all of a sudden within the next couple of days. And I'm only saying it because we have a couple of events that may link up together, depicted through the iPad Go 2 video. So, with all that said, Prince Harry is due to leave the country, and I always pay attention when he leaves the country because, as I've said, I think something would happen to the royal family, and that would cut the line of ascension straight to Prince Harry, who will become King Harry, and his wife would then become Queen Markle, and then they have their new baby, which is due to be born any day now. So they're going to be traveling to Morocco on February the 23rd, and it's a significant date because it's in that middle of the Venn diagram between the summit and Iran having their drill on the Strait of Hormuz. So they're traveling to Casablanca, Asni, and Rabat in Morocco. So I've checked out the names because I always find the names of these places significant. For example, Donald Trump, where he's supposed to be meeting North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, is in Vietnam in Hanoi, and Hanoi translates to the belly of the dragon, and various other dragon references. So that's quite significant. if you're thinking biblically, we're looking out for these kind of signs. So having a meeting in the belly of the dragon isn't exactly, innocent. Anyway, Casablanca. The name means White House. Asni, the other place that they're going to be visiting, is a small town in the foothills of the high Atlas Mountains. And Rabat translates to stronghold or victory. I'm putting these three things together. For example, let me just actually explain first. So here's where those three locations are in Morocco on the west coast of Africa. And here is the Mediterranean. Here is where I think Stromboli or Mount Etna could erupt. And Rome is just about here. So thinking volcanic eruption, tsunami hits there. Earthquake, tsunami hits this region, hits all the countries along here. Iran is in the Strait of Hormuz. They block it during the tsunami or after the tsunami, taking advantage of it. Somalian pirates, they may come out. We talked about that yesterday. Obviously, if there's flooding, it's not really going to affect pirates, really. They're on ships. So, looking at all of that, having Prince Harry and Meghan Markle in these three locations kind of says to me, it gives me the impression of going to a place of safety. So that biblical reference of the woman being taken to a place of safety when the waters come seems to be being played out with the royal couple, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. White House, mountains, stronghold. White House, mountain, stronghold. So I'm just taking that symbolically, linking those three locations together in terms of their meanings, and coming up with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are going to be in a mountain stronghold on February the 23rd, while these other events, Iran and the Strait of Hormuz, the summit with the popes or the bishops, and the volcanoes currently erupting are all going on. And as I said, if those events do happen, the volcanoes erupt, the tsunami is caused, the church is wiped out, the earthquake happens, the tsunami happens in the Indian Ocean, Iran blocks the Strait of Hormuz, then that couple are in an ideal location to be protected. As we know, or as we've looked at, the UK would be a potential target. So again, if anything happened in the UK involving the royal family, well, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle aren't there. They're in the White House mountain stronghold. So, guys, keep your eyes open, pay attention to what's going on, and I'll update with anything relevant, anything that I feel is relevant. Have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and may the Heavenly Father bless you.